Hello, Parkway Manor friends. It's Mrs. W. I have a little stuffed friend here. He's an onion. We got him from one of our favorite chocolate stores. And last time I think I had a stuffed ice cream cone when I read Witch in the Cherry Tree. So I just thought he's going to hang out here. I'm going to put him on the table, but he wanted to say hi. I was thinking about what do we do and say when we line up outside. We say our cheer. So I thought, so we don't forget it, we're going to do our Parkway Manor Panther Pride cheer. So we are respectful, we are responsible, we are kind, and we are safe, and we will be quiet in the hall. So I was thinking about the cheer, and I thought, well, those are things. Now that we're not at school right now, we could do at home, couldn't we? We can be respectful, and that means just treating others with kindness. But it's also, you're telling the person that they're important to you. So you're respectful to them, and you listen to them, and you're kind, and being responsible. And I know at home, you might have some chores to do. You might be helping mom and dad or grandmother or brother or sister or anybody you live at home with, helping them. And that's being responsible. And if you do help somebody do something, you feel good about yourself. And you can feel very proud of yourself that you helped dad make dinner, you help someone, your brother or sister, you help them set the table, and that's being responsible. And being kind, we always talk about being kind to each other, right? Being nice, talking nice to each other, being nice. And our last one we talk about is being safe. And right now we're being safe, and I hope everyone's washing their hands. And being safe is just making sure everyone you're at home with is taken care of, right? And you do things and take care of each other. So that got me thinking to, a book that we used to read often to Graham is called Do Unto Otters. And it's a book about manners. So some of the things when you're at home right now, you can just kind of think about those things. And because our Panther Pride talks a lot about those very important details, so that when we're at home we can practice and think about. So I want you to think about those things. So Do Unto Otters by Laurie Keller. And it's a cute, silly book. And when we read that to Graham when he was younger, he's 12 now. So here's Do Unto Otters, a book about manners by Laurie Keller. Doody-doo, doody-doo, there's Rabbit. Doody-doo, just hopping through the forest. Oh, hello, Mr. Rabbit. We're your new neighbors, the otters. Here's the otters, and there's Mr. Rabbit. Oh, doody, donk. Otters? 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 My new neighbors are otters? I don't know anything about otters. What if we don't get along? And he's thinking, pesky otters, lousy rabbit. That's not nice, is it? Mr. Rabbit, I know an old saying. Do unto otters as you would have otters do unto you. What does that mean? It simply means treat otters the same way you'd like otters to treat you. Treat otters the same way I'd like otters to treat me? Oh, how would I like otters to treat me? How would I like otters to treat me? So he's going to put some thought into this. Well, I'd like otters to be friendly. A cheerful hello, a nice smile, and good eye contact are all part of being friendly. Friendliness is very important to me, especially after my last neighbor, Mrs. Grrr. And here's a little bee. Voted meanest neighbor 6 years in a row. I'd like otters to be polite. They should know when to say please. Yoo-hoo, Mr. Rabbit, would you please return my ball there? Pretty please, with carrots on top. Would you like me to stop stinging you? Yes, please. There's the little bee. I can say please this says in 5 languages, but I'll just read 4. Por favor, that's Spanish. S'il vous plaît is French. Bitte is German. Kudasai or kudasai is Japanese. Say the magic word and I'll turn these clams into $1 million. Magic word rhymes with this. What's the word? This is cheese, rhymes with please. They should know when to say thank you. Dear Mr. Rabbit, thank you very much for returning my ball. You must have returned a lot of balls before because you made it look so easy. Balls sure are bouncy and rolly, but I'll try to keep it under control next time. So he's writing him a little letter. I can say thank you in 5 languages, but I'll just do 4. Gracias in Spanish, merci in French, danke schön in German, and arigato in Japanese. And would you like me to sting you now? No, thank you. Then please take my business card and call me when you're ready. Did you say please or cheese? And they should know when to say, excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, Miss Otter, excuse me, Mr. B. I need to run and check on something. Excuse me for interrupting your reading, but I heard you say please, not cheese. I can say excuse me in 5 languages. Dispensez-moi in Spanish, pardonnez-moi in French, and Entschuldigen in German, and sumimasen in Japanese. Otters should be honest. There's that H over here. That's a silent H, honest. That means they should keep their promises. My word is as good as gold fish. That's because otters like fish. Not lie. I never lie. It makes my whiskers itch. And not cheat. Cheating makes my whiskers itch too. I wonder if I should see a doctor. I'd like otters to be considerate. You know, being a good listener, asking before borrowing something, not littering, being patient, caring for all creatures, big and small, opening the door for someone, being on time, respecting the elderly, and helping neighbors untangle ears. So can you see the otters are helping Mr. Rabbit untangle his ears. It's always good to have a considerate neighbor. So being considerate means being kind and helpful and doing things whenever you can to help someone. And I know at Parkway Manor we have lots of people. They pick up the equipment from outside or they pick up chalk, and we appreciate that. It wouldn't hurt otters to be kind. Everyone appreciates a good, kind act, no matter how bad it smells. He's giving the rabbit fish, and he's saying, "Oh, thank you." Oh, I'm not sure they don't. I don't think rabbits eat fish, do they? Oh, and what's that word? What's this word? Cooperate. Otters should learn to cooperate. Cooperate. That means to work well together. We know how to cooperate. I see otters like to play, like we do at school, right? Or at home. We could play. We're outside when we have outdoor recess. Lots of people like to go on the playground or play ball games. Here they are sliding down. It looks like a big muddy hill, which we wouldn't do at Parkway Manor, would we? No. The pink ladies would tell you, get out of the mud, right? I hope they know how to play fair. So what does play fair means? What does play fair mean? Otter's rules for fair play. Be a good sport. And that means to be a good sport, if you don't win, that's okay. We're just out there to have fun. Play by the rules. We want to do that. Play by the rules. Taking turns, which I know we do, and include everyone, which is also very important. We do that at Parkway Manor. Come on, you two. This says even bees. So there's some bees, I guess, on this page. I don't see them, but that's okay. Oh, I think he's down here. I'd like it if we could share things. Our favorite books. And this one says Harry, Otter, Goldilocks and the Three Hares, which it's Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and I know a Harry Potter. Our favorite activities. Otter totter, go fish. And we can share our favorite treats. Not in the cafeteria, because we don't share. We always talk about that. It's good to share, but we just don't do that in the cafeteria. Maybe not the treats. On second thought, that means they're saying, oh, okay, maybe we don't need to share treats. He has a vegetable pizza. He's a rabbit. And the otter, he has a fish sundae, because otters eat fish. I hope otters won't tease me about my do-dee-do song, my extra large swim fins, or my bad hair days. That's another word for a rabbit, is a hair. But the hair on her head is H-A-I-R. I hope otters won't tease anyone about anything. Teasing is mean. It's the worst. It's worse than having a clam snap shut on your nose. Uh-oh. I think otters should apologize when they do something wrong. I'm sorry I used your ear as a tissue. And I hope they can be forgiving when I do something wrong. I'm sorry I called you Snotter. Oh, you. So he's saying that's okay. But he won't do it again. So there, that's how I'd like otters to treat me. You see, Mr. Rabbit, I told you it was simple. Right, just doody-doo onto otters as you would have otters doody-doo onto you. The end. So I hope I've got I have my robe on again. When I'm home, you know I like to wear my robe. And I love to read books. This is my chair I sit in when I read in our office down here. And I miss everyone, and I hope you enjoyed this book. And I hope some of you have seen me in the neighborhood walking around, and make sure you shout out and say hello. We do that 6 feet apart. Hello, Mrs. W. And I hope I will see you soon. Okay, all right, bye.